Following this guidance regularly will deepen your process. Do try to choose a time when you are at your most alert during this guided body scan meditation. Ensure your clothing is loose and comfortable. Ensure nothing is restricting your waist. You may want to use the bathroom beforehand. Ensure that you are warm and comfortable. Maybe use a blanket and socks in case your temperature drops. Ensure your head is supported and not bent too far forward or too far backwards. Allow yourself some time to get comfortable. Choose a time where you will not be disturbed or interrupted, and turn off any distractions. I will guide this meditation as though you are lying on your back, but if it's more comfortable to lay on your side or sit in a chair, this is okay too. More important than this is to follow the guidance carefully and gently as best you can. If lying down, choose to have a bed or a mat or rug underneath you. If sitting, choose a comfortable, straight-backed chair. It is helpful to see this as a nourishing time set aside just for you, where you can be with yourself fully. Don't try too hard to relax. Simply follow the guidance as best you can. We are here to accept what is happening in each passing moment. Emotions may arise, perhaps also boredom, annoyances, or wanting to rush through this. As best you can, we witness and accept this moment by moment. Let go of wanting things to be different to how they are right now. There are no right or wrong ways to feel during this meditation. Give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling without judgment. This is a highly guided meditation, but there will also be some pauses that you can use as extra practice to simply witness whatever is here for you. So when you're ready, choosing to lay down on your back, allowing your hands to fall to the sides, with your palms open to the ceiling, your legs gently stretched out in front of you, allowing your feet to fall apart. When you're ready, notice that you are breathing. Just bringing your attention to your breath. Notice the in and the out breath, entering or leaving the nose or the mouth, whichever is best for you. Not trying to change the breathing in any way. Just notice that you're breathing. Widening your awareness now. Notice the space around you. You may be inside a room. Notice with your awareness that there are walls and a ceiling and floor. And when you're ready, close your eyes. noticing the space around you. Widen your awareness from within to notice an even greater space. Notice that there are sounds around you, no matter how subtle. Allow the sounds to come and go, just like you would if you were listening to music. Notice the sounds appearing and falling away. Not clinging to anything. Notice that already the mind may have gone off somewhere. Whenever this happens, it is important to know that this is perfectly common. Whenever we notice that the mind has gone off somewhere, this is the moment of awareness. We simply notice that this happened, and without judgment, bring our awareness back to the breath. Just gently noticing and gently returning to the breath. Whenever you're ready, move your focus of awareness down to your left foot. Moving to the big toe of the left foot. Just notice what is here for you. There may be sensations in the big toe. Or maybe there's nothing at all. Whatever is here for you, this is fine. There are no right or wrong ways to feel. There is no need to move the toe in order to feel it. All we are doing is witnessing and noticing whatever is here, moment by moment. Notice the other toes. Notice what is here. Any sensations, tingling or pulsing, or there may be nothing at all. Just noticing this. Notice the spaces in between the toes. Letting go of the spotlight of attention on the toes and move to the top of the foot. Just noticing what is here for us in this moment. If you have any irritations during this practice, just witness the irritation, before you need to go ahead and adjust yourself or have a scratch. Just witness this for a few moments before going ahead and doing something about it. Now moving the spotlight of attention away gently from the top of the foot and round to the bottom of the foot, noticing the underneath of the toes, the sole and the heel. Notice that this area is softer than the top of the foot. Gently moving up to the ankle, just witnessing and noticing anything that's here for you. Not having to move in any way, just witnessing and noticing. Moving to the front part of the leg now, at the bottom. Noticing the hard bone on the front of your leg. Just witnessing whatever is here for us. Moving around to the back of the leg. Noticing this fleshy area. Just resting the spotlight of attention in this area. Remembering, if the mind wanders at any time, this is perfectly common. Whenever we notice, we simply and gently, without judgment or giving ourselves a hard time, return to the spotlight of attention or to the breath. If we've forgotten where we were, the breath is always an anchor to bring us back to this present moment. Letting go of the lower part of the leg or the breath and move to the knee of the left leg. Notice the kneecap on the front. Notice the fleshy area behind the knee. What is here for us in this moment? You may experience some pain, some tingling, or anything else. Just witnessing and noticing as best you can. Using the pauses as practice to witness without guidance. Next, bringing your attention to the top part of the left leg, noticing how this area is larger than the lower part. Notice any clothing on the skin or any blanket touching you. Notice any feelings in this area of the leg. Next, taking your awareness away from this part of the leg and moving it gently down the right leg to the foot of the right leg. Focus the spotlight of attention on the big toe of the right leg. Just paying attention to this area, watching and witnessing whatever is here. Notice if any tendency to want to rush through this or any boredom arises. Just witnessing and watching as best you can. Broadening the awareness to include the toes of the right foot. Notice each toe in turn. Without having to move, notice any sensations in this area. Notice the spaces between the toes, perhaps the underside of the toes and the nails. Moving the awareness to the top part of the foot. Notice whatever is happening here. Perhaps there's a feeling of socks or blanket on your feet. Just keeping the spotlight of attention rested gently on the top part of the foot. When you're ready, moving your attention to the underside of the right foot. What is here for you? Letting go of any labels and just witnessing with curiosity. Notice the whole of the underside of the right foot. Just allowing whatever is here, moment by moment, without judgment. Just gently resting your awareness on this area. letting go of this area and moving the attention to the ankle of the right foot. Just observing and witnessing this area. Witnessing with curiosity anything that's here. Or perhaps you're registering a blank. This is also okay. Remembering when we notice if the mind has gone off somewhere. The moment of noticing is when you're in awareness. It is perfectly common for the mind to go off. When we notice, we gently, without judgment, guide ourselves back to the area of focus. At the moment, this is the ankle of the left leg. Moving up now to the lower part of the right leg. Noticing the hard bone at the front of the area. Just noticing this. Just witnessing with a kindly awareness. Being gentle with yourself. Letting go of this area and moving round to the back of the lower part of the right leg. Notice what is here. Witness and watch. Moving away from this area, moving the attention to the knee of the right leg. Notice the kneecap. Just moving your awareness gently around this area, watching and witnessing what is here. Any sensations, no sensations. Just being curious, just noticing with a kindly awareness. Moving the spotlight of attention away from the knee of the right leg and around to the back of the knee. Noticing this fleshy area. moving the attention away from the back of the right knee and up to the top of the leg. Noticing that this area at the top of the right leg is larger than the lower part. Just noticing this with a curiosity. Noticing what sensations are here. Perhaps there's some tingling or pulsing. Perhaps you can feel the surface beneath this area. Whatever is here is here. Just witnessing and watching. Again, if the mind wanders, and we've noticed this, the moment of noticing, without judgment or giving ourselves a hard time in any way, we gently guide ourselves back to the area of focus. If we've lost the area of focus, we use the breath as an anchor to this present moment. At the moment, our focus is on the top of the right leg. Letting go of the top of the right leg and allowing it to melt into the background, moving up to the pelvic area. Just noticing what is here for us right now. Noticing the pelvic region, the pelvic bowl, the hips, and the buttocks on the underside. Notice that the buttocks are touching the area beneath them. Just witnessing and watching whatever is in the whole of the pelvic and buttock area. Just watching and witnessing curiously. When we're ready, we can let go of the pelvic area and move up to the stomach. Noticing the soft belly. Notice if there's any holding here. Not forcing this away, just watching. If we can let this loosen, we can do this. Again, without forcing in any way. Noticing the natural rise and fall of the belly. Noticing any sensations here. Allowing whatever we find with a kindly awareness. watching the rise and the fall. When we're ready, moving our attention now to the lower back, noticing what sensations are here. Perhaps there's some tightness or pain. Just noticing this. Just witnessing and watching the lower part of the back. Notice whatever sensations are here. Again, if any irritations arise, just give yourself a few moments to witness this before going ahead and adjusting your position. Perhaps you need to itch the skin somewhere. Again, just witness the itchiness or irritation before going ahead and doing something about it. Moving the attention away from the lower back and move up to the upper back. You may notice a subtle rise and fall of the back, not forcing this in any way. It may be very subtle, or you may not notice this at all. There's a gentle rising and falling of the back, like a wave in the ocean, or like a gentle massage that's happening naturally. Just noticing this, being kind and curious. Noticing the shoulders. Notice that they mirror this rising and falling action. This may be very subtle. It's happening naturally. There's no need to force this. We simply witness it happening. Allowing our attention to come down the arms, noticing the whole of the arms and any sensations in the arms. Just witnessing and watching, allowing whatever is here. Noticing the hands. Notice the palm of the hands, not having to move them in any way. Just bringing the palms of the hands into your awareness. Noticing the fleshy areas on the palms. Notice the back of the hands. Just watching for any sensations here. Notice each of the fingers in turn and the thumbs. What sensations do we find here? Simply being kind and curious to what we find. Taking a short pause here, just to witness. Allowing the arms and the hands to melt back into awareness. Moving to the neck and the throat. Noticing anything here. It may be that you can subtly feel or sense the air moving down your throat. Not forcing this in any way, just noticing. Noticing any sensations in the throat. Often we hold tension here. Just noticing if that's part of your landscape. Letting go of this area, allowing it to dissolve in the background, and moving down to the chest. Again, this is an area where we may hold some tension. Allowing the air to come into the body and move down past the chest, not forcing this in any way. Notice any sensations in the chest. Gently and curiously, with a kindly awareness. Noticing the rise and the fall of the chest, as this happens naturally without force. Moving our awareness to the back of the head. Notice any surface that the head is lay on. Notice any sensations here. Notice the whole of the scalp and the hair. Just becoming curious to the hair and the hair follicles and the scalp. Just being curious of what you find here, without any judgment at all. Remembering, if we notice that we've gone off in thought, the moment of noticing is when we gently, without judgment, bring ourselves back to the point of focus or to the breath. Notice the forehead, just becoming curious as to what we find here, if anything at all. Moving down to the eyebrows and the eyes, the eyeballs, allowing the eyes to sink and rest as best we can, without force or judgment. Notice the nose. Notice the sensation of breath that may be witnessed here, not changing our experience in any way, just noticing the natural rise and fall. Notice any sensations in the nose. Notice the cheeks, moving down to the lips, noticing the fleshy part of the lips, the teeth, the gums and the tongue. Just witnessing with curiosity whatever we find here. Noticing the chin and the jaw. If there is any holding in the jaw, can we allow this to loosen? No forcing in any way, no judgment of what we find. Letting go of this area and noticing again the breath coming in of the mouth or the nose, not forcing this in any way. Noticing the air entering and leaving as it does this naturally. Notice that this happens without having to do anything about it. Scanning down the body now, from the top of the head, the back of the head, the whole of the face and the ears, down the neck and the throat, down the chest, the shoulders, the upper back, down the arms, noticing the lower back, the rise and fall of the belly, the whole of the pelvic area and buttocks, the top part of the legs, the knees, the lower part of the legs, the feet and the toes, the top part of the feet and the underside. noticing the whole of the body lay here now. Widening your awareness to sense the space around you. Noticing that there is space around you and widening this as far as you can. Widening your awareness as far as you can without forcing in any way, just noticing. Notice any sounds around you, allowing the sounds to come and go, like you're listening to a piece of music, not clinging to anything. Coming back to the body now. Gently notice your breathing. You may want to take a deep breath here, or maybe several. As we're coming to the end of this meditation, you may want to wiggle your fingers or your toes. And when you're ready, giving yourself permission to take this meditation into the next moments of your day. Remembering that when we notice the mind has wandered, without judgment at all, gently return it back to the breath. Give yourself permission to take this meditation into the next moments of your day. When you're ready, you can start to move your body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes gently. You may need to get a glass of water at some point. Be gentle when moving away from this meditation. Congratulate yourself for completing this. And return to it again when you're ready. Remember that doing this regularly is highly beneficial for your process. Please do ensure that you hit the like and subscribe, plus the notification bell for upcoming videos.